For the brainless sheep that come to this random coastal town, it's paradise. To everyone else, it's a crowded little snobby pit full of unimaginative holidaymakers, and it's all ruled over by one man. Padstow isn't a town, it's a cult. We're in Cornwall, which used to be a Celtic realm, but is now just a middle-class traffic jam. In fact, the home counties send down so many blonde-haired, blue-eyed children in the back of German-built SUVs, you'd wonder which side actually won the war. That's actually the first of two Nazi jokes in this post, which does seem too many, but hey, we're in Cornwall. Padstow is a brand, it's cool. Timberland have a store here and even sell Padstow themed t-shirts, which is crazy when you think the town only has 2,500 residents, but then they get 500,000 visitors a year. The town has the nickname Padstein because it's dominated by TV chef Rick Stein. No, seriously, the family owns fucking everything here. They have a restaurant, another restaurant, a cafe, a fishmonger, a fish and chip shop, a seafood bar, another bar, a deli, holiday rentals, hotel rooms, a cookery school, a load more food shit outside of town. His wife sells stuff in a gift shop, his sons run restaurants, and I think it's his daughter-in-law who sells ceramics. They even print out their entire empire onto a leaflet so you know what's what. This is a town dominated by one family to an almost medieval level. Now, Stein is a German name, and Rick is nearly 80 years old, and a lesser man would crack a joke about Rick's ambitions for expansion being on par with Germany 80 years ago. Not me, though. That would be offensive to Germany 80 years ago. I can't tell you how busy Padstow gets. It's fashionable to come here. Food options are pasties, fudge or seafood, and pints are about £6. They have a spa. For anyone in London, these are what people in the Forgotten Realms use to get sustenance. One thing that filled my heart with joy is, despite being so middle class, all of the dogs here are proper breeds. It seems the cockapoo pandemic is coming to an end. The middle classes, the proper middle classes with a bit of money, no longer get cockapoos. They're too much of a cliche, and all of the cockapoos they bought during lockdown have died out because, well, they were more inbred than Targaryens. I wanted to get out on the water, so I went to the harbour and paid to go out on a speedboat. It was only £10, which is a bargain. They can do it so cheap because they don't worry about unnecessary overheads like customer service or a safety briefing. But that's fine by me because I'm a strong swimmer and I believe in natural selection. Besides, if you did fall in, you'd barely get wet before Rick Stein pulled you out and tried shoving you in a deep fat fryer. I then paid £8 to go and see some baby lobsters before they're released into the wild because I thought they would be cute and look good on camera. They weren't, they don't, they're just weird little things. What's hilarious is some of the baby lobsters in here will outlive both me and all of you watching, but not many because Rick will be hunting them for cash. Sweet, sweet money. To be fair, Rick may have bought up an entire town like some kind of culinary Bond villain, but the food is fairly priced and it is quite good. If you can avoid the crowds and you like fish, then Padstow is okay, but just call in. Don't for the love of God buy a second home here. It's busier than London that you're trying to escape. There is no Wetherspoons, no branch of the LIDL, no branch of Audi, and of course there's no Iceland. Rick wouldn't allow it.